Hi, I'm Christine.
And I'm Alicia.
And we're the Fiber Alchemists.
And we're here to talk about all things fiber.
So we're going to talk about cross stitch and then quilting and then
yarn. And then maybe some squirrel projects.
I just hung a sunflower wreath on the door and it's bashing against the door.
It's so windy. It's clamoring against the door.
Sorry if it's annoying. And then, what she said, yarn.
Yarn and then squirrel. Although you've already had a squirrel today.
I had a squirrel already. Squirrel. And then we have a special guest, Gwen.
Gwen will be here.
So we'll get started. So I had a finish. Actually, I had two finishes. I had this one.
This is that shoe or stocking collection.
Yes. This is Blackbird Designs. And they're cute little mini stockings. And so I told myself, last week I had a lot of WIPs, and I said, I cannot start another thing until I finish what I've already started. So I had these two started, so I'm not allowing myself to do any new starts, even though I already just saw this. And I'm like, I have to start these this week. It's trouble. So anyways, I don't know how to finish these, so I'm going to have her read the instructions and see if we can figure it out. But I did cut this one. There's a template in there. And I put some interfacing on it, but I haven't ironed it because it scared me. But look how cute they are.
They are so cute.
And then quickly, here's just some of the other ones.
Because this is part of the Christmas one, right? Those two
they're all for like a little Christmas tree. And each month there's 3 different designs. So each month you get, 3 designs. This is December.
That's a lot of stitching in 1 month.
And there'll be 36 if you did them all.
Just wow,
be enough to
that's
do
a lot.
Cute little tree. And this is 28 count. Picture this plus fawn and or that other color. I don't remember the name. So that's my finish, and then these two are on my radar to start because for some reason I have Halloween. But look at this cat. Like, what's that? Grumpy cat? That's a cat?
Grumpy
right?
cat. Yeah.
Doesn't that look like? Like I'm so annoyed with you.
Or you've just fallen in love with my cat.
That's right. That's right. And so this is another stocking, again, because I'm not starting anything new. I already had some of this done, so I just did a little bit more on that one.
It's just so enticing to start another project.
I want to start like 10. And this is just 2. That one's only got 2 colors to it.
Well, and pattern makers just keep coming out with stuff. How am I supposed to not start something else? And then we get new stuff in the store, and we've got to test
That's
it out.
really bad. And quilting. And so then I've been working on the hands-on design. Scary Apothecary, and I switched to green, and I have to tell you, I'm like loving it.
Because this is Kermit, right?
Picture this plus Kermit. Isn't that really cute on the green?
That is really cute on the green.
And that's,
you can tell why it was made.
Skeleton polish.
Like that.
Yes, and so, you can do them in any color. And I was going to do them all on these, and then I could only get orange, and then I finally got this green Kermit, which we have enough in the store for the whole set. And then, but someone even did like some in green, orange, and purple. Like 3 different colors. It's really cute.
Well, that's a cool set then.
Yes. And then I started I had these stockings. They're not really starts, but I only got like 4 stitches, and so I'm not even going to count that as a start. But that's another one of the little Blackbird design stockings.
Cute.
And that is it for cross stitch. I didn't get much done this week, so.
It's been a short week for us. I feel like we just filmed the last video.
Right.
We're on to the next one. I was like, wait, I don't have enough done. We got stuff in the store. So one of the this is part of the March orders, right?
Yeah, it's running a little behind. But
for Moda, you order for, I think it's 3 months at a time. January, February, March, April, May, June. So this is Sunday Stroll. This is a layered cake, if you didn't know. They are 10-inch squares. So let's see, and then it tells you how many things you can cut out of the 10-inch squares. So these are the pre-cuts. We actually, I believe we have the full line of Sunday Stroll in by the yard. Jelly Roll, which we know is my favorite.
There's only 2 left.
2, and yes, people are taking advantage of these for Mother's Day. So
yes, who wouldn't like this for Mother's Day?
Jelly rolls are 2.5-inch strips, and then they're the width of the fabric. So I believe they're like 45 42 to 45 inches long.
Oh,
for jelly roll.
oh yeah.
Because they're the
how
length
many.
of the bolt.
They're the width of fabric.
Yes. And then this is a charm pack. So these are 5-inch squares. So 5-inch square, 10-inch squares, and then the jelly rolls. And then we have a full line of Sunday Stroll. But we also have...
And we won't open it because it's going to be somebody's, but it's the kit. And here's the pattern.
Kit.
And look at these strawberries and flowers and trees and butterflies and how, I mean.
So when you buy the kit, you get everything to make this quilt.
Already cut, not in the tiny pieces.
If you don't want to buy the whole kit, you can buy the pattern and then pick the yards. Because you may want to switch up a piece of fabric. You may say, oh, I don't like that stripe. I want to mix it up with something else. So you can do whatever makes your heart happy. But this, great Mother's Day gift. Everything's included.
Oh my gosh. I would just freak out if I got that.
For fabric, quilt, top, and binding. So you would just need your backer.
Mm-hmm. And you could use anything for backing.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We have 108s, but you could use
just a Moda solid.
Yeah, or something you already have. You know, you don't have to go expensive on the back if you don't want to. So, nope. But I'm working on that. That's one of my WIPs, and these
are so gorgeous.
So I'm working on both patterns. There's 2 patterns for this line. Well, there might be more than 2.
2 that we purchased for the
Stroll
store.
and Grace, and these.
They're so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Gorgeous.
Like, I can't even. And so
Summery.
there was Stroll. The first part of
Stroll. Is this a lunch tray?
Cut. Yeah. I got them at an auction.
This came from a cafeteria?
Yeah. They're really, no, actually it came from somewhere it tells you. Oh, look. Hoover Wood, Indianapolis Jewish Home.
Oh.
I got them at an auction and look how handy they are.
They are handy.
And I could stack them.
In college, they would set them outside when it snowed so that we could use them as sleds. Because they knew people were going to steal them out of the cafeteria anyway. Why not just leave them out for the students?
I wouldn't even fit on this.
So we got
I need 2 or 3 glued together. Can you tie 2 together?
Just budgie them.
I worked on cutting the pieces out, and I got the first part for the strawberries and the trees.
It's really
cut, and I cannot wait to start on it, which is, why the cross stitch.
And you're doing yours instead of the kit. You purchase fabric from the shop, so either or you can make whatever you want.
Because I wanted to pick it out. Yeah, and look at this.
It just depends on how comfortable you are picking out fabrics and matching them together. So if you stay within a collection, it's much easier to match the colors.
Or you can use some of the collections and stash you have too.
You can. You definitely can.
I mean, what really annoys me is that when you... Sorry.
No, you're fine.
When you get a pattern and it calls for like 26 pieces of fabric, so you buy 26, and then one of the fat quarters, you're using a 1 by 2 inch square, and you're like, ugh. So, and you can't tell just reading the back how much you need of each one. It just tells you. And so, we will help you in the shop. Like, we don't want you to spend a ton of money when you could use something from your stash for the pieces that are just really little, because it's crazy to buy a whole fat quarter.
Yeah. Or to buy a quarter of a yard for a 2 by 2 square.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. So, email us or talk to us and we'll help you on any pattern so that you can use part of it from your stash. You're not, spending a fortune on, and use this beautifulness for where it, where you need it.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, if you had green in your stash for the, the leaves, and use it, and then use the cool, different stuff, whatever makes you happy. We can mix and match it. And
we can help you pattern mix. We can help you if you're like, I just want these 2, and then can we do maybe some Moda Bella solids instead. That's a great way to save money and do a lot of solids, and then it'll highlight the patterns. So we can help you with the yardage. We can help you with pattern mixing, all that. Because we know it's an expensive hobby, but we love it. So we want to help you in any way we can. And we're going to be running a Mother's Day sale too. So that'll be coming up on our website. But this gorgeous mess came back from the quilters. Bloomtopia.
And it uses Moda Summer Sweet by Sherry and Chelsea, or designer, I think. And I did on the back. Normally I don't go full on with like crazy fabric on the back. I'll just use a white or something. hoping that wasn't a spider, or we would have seen bad things. And so she did this cute little flower pattern.
It's gorgeous. It goes with all the flowers that are in it. It's so pretty.
And you know what I'm thinking? I have to do the binding on it yet, and then it'll be done. I'm thinking, what if she has a strawberry?
Oh, that would be gorgeous. You have to ask her.
Oh my gosh. Or a butterfly. But strawberry was like, I'd be over the moon for a strawberry.
That would be pretty adorable.
Okay, so I think that's all for quilting.
Are we ready to bring Gwen in?
Yes. Special guest Gwen.
Excuse me,
Gwen, come on over. Here's Gwen.
This is Gwen.
Welcome, Gwen.
She's very excited. She had a lot of award shows to go to. She chose to come here. So this is made by Grandma Marianne. This is that shawl that she was working on. I made a reel on Instagram so you could kind of see how.
Can you believe it?
She blocked it, because that's an important part of knitting too, is blocking it at the end. So it's done in this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn.
It's called, the yarn is called Three Irish Girls Adorn Luxe Skinny Jeans.
And it's a slightly variegated, so it gets a little bit lighter and darker.
It's 85% merino, 15% nylon.
It's a fingering weight,
and
correct?
you can machine wash it. It does not say. Can you believe someone takes a ball of this and makes this gorgeousness out of it? It's so delicate and beautiful. And can you imagine with a cream or winter white dress or so we gave her a challenge of making something out of this book, which is in our store, and she made this.
It's gorgeous. It's called Cinder,
yeah,
which makes me think Cinderella, because
it's an easy skill level. It's only got two little hoochie hoos. I don't know what those are. What are those little?
Which thing?
Two things.
Oh, out of 4. It's a 2 out of 4.
Two little. Yeah, so this is in the store, and thank you, Mom, for making this, because it is like,
it's gorgeous,
unbelievably beautiful. I could see my mom wearing this too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sitting in church with our little shawl on. Yep.
So this will be in the store window as well for our second Saturday, May 8th.
Oh yes, we'll be down for that. Yay! Yeah. Downtown, so a lot of the stores will be open May 8th, 6 to 9 p.m. So you can meet. If you haven't been downtown in a while, you want to meet some of the people. See, there's a bookstore down there. I don't know how many people I've told, like, yes, Huntington has a bookstore, and they'll be like, "What are you talking about? I didn't know they had a bookstore."
And records, his records there too.
Yes, records, great prices on books. My husband can answer about the records. I have no idea what records go for right about now, but yeah, just really, really cute.
I don't know what they go for, but we got Jay some in there one time.
For office list. Christmas list. So he does have new and used in the shop. I think most of the books are used, but yeah, I've bought tons of books there, and I've traded books in. So now that we've moved on to yarn,
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen. She did great. We purchased from Cascade. Very, very exciting. One of the lines that we purchased is called the Heritage. It's a great sock weight yarn. It's a I would say, let's see, fingering, great shawl weight, and it's a really reasonable price. Great to pair with an indie dyer. So if you found a pattern that you absolutely love, another way to make that skein go further is to stripe it or mix it. Maybe do the bottom of a sock in a solid, because that's the part you won't see the most, and then you do up the ankle in the really, really gorgeous indie dye. Great way to save money. The Heritage prints, so we didn't put that in an order this time, but I think in our next order we'll do some of the prints. And then on the side of the packaging, it shows you what it looks like when you knit it up, so it'll have a pattern built into it. So this is the Heritage yarn done.
Those would look good together, wouldn't they?
Right? And I bought this for the Plymouth yarn that I bought, because it's
the
gorgeous.
Tuscan Spice.
And Grandma Marianne, she bought Cascade yarns Heritage in a teal. So she has the same Tuscan Spice one from
my
Plymouth, and I have the red.
When
and
you
she
guys
has the
do
teal.
it, you should show how like those
different they look.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's been on my to-do project.
Did you get those at Monica's?
Yes, Monica's. This I got from Simply Socks in Fort Wayne. So you do have to check their website. They are not open all the time. They have specific days that they're open, but you can shop in their online store anytime. But huge selection of sock weight yarn. And then we also put in an order for solid Cascade 220 Superwash. So this is a variegated, but it's a great Superwash wool. And this we ordered in 18 different solid colors. And then the Heritage we ordered in 36 colors. So very excited to get those in. Yay. And my handy little basket
that you made.
And then my project still attached.
You've got good progress on
So perfect pocket shawl by Sonja Hood. I am almost done. So basically I just have a couple more rows. I've got lint on it or something. I've got a couple more rows and then I can put pockets on it.
Oh, that's so cute.
So
this is one side.
This is
it's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm, this is what
I see. Oh,
and then your pockets go here, and you can just be cozy.
That's so cute,
right? Warm. I mean, it's too hot today. Besides the detrimental wind, if you keep hearing the poor little sunflower wreath getting smacking against the window. But how cute is that? And it's really, really simple. It's
that is really cute.
half double crochet, and then there's a double crochet done around a stitch. So not too many complicated stitches in this. And once you get going, it's easy. Now I will say I messed up. I wasn't actually reading the pattern when I did this the first time. Got 10 rows in and I was like, I am losing. I lost like 20 stitches because I wasn't reading. So definitely read the pattern. The pattern makers do
It always helps.
Do that on purpose, because unlike knitting where all your stitches stay on the needle, you move on. So you can end up with a Minnesota shaped item if you lose stitches.
I do that. When I first started making dish rags, like what happened?
So I did mark the beginning and end when I would turn and do my two chains. I'd mark it so that I made it all the way to that loop. So I marked it on both sides. And then you do have to mark which side is the front so that you know for the pockets. So yes, it's turning out great. I love it.
Yeah, you won't be long before you're done with that.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm getting super excited because I want to work on my boots and my sweater for Huxley. I need to get that done soon. So that she'll
be 10.
Actually, wear it. That's rude. Gwen said you shouldn't judge me.
It's the truth.
I know, Gwen. She said that's not very nice.
Gwen, you'll be fired.
I don't think she gets paid. I don't think we pay her.
No, we don't.
So last week, well, it's really Earth Month, but last week was Earth Day and really Earth Week. I could not find these for the longest time. Apparently, they ended up in a drawer here in my mom's shop, so I have no idea how they ended up there. So beeswax wraps. It's a great alternative to plastic wrap. So this is the actual beeswax brand ones. I received these in a Mighty Nest box, which is a great way to get eco-friendly items for, I believe
it's sticky.
It is sticky. For like $10 a month. So I have like a whole little wrap of like lunch utensils, and they're all made out of bamboo, and then they fit in a pouch and you can clip it to your lunch box. Silicone straws, Bottle Bright. That's where I found that Bottle Bright.
Yeah, we need to get some more of that.
Can
you get
it? Amazon. So I made my own, which is some fat quarters that I had. Beeswax, jojoba oil, and a little bit of pine rosin or pine resin. So you'll buy it in a bag and you kind of like crunch it up. It's sticky. So it makes them, so not only will they have the beeswax and a little bit of oil so they're kind of soft, the rosin just makes it a little bit sticky. You put it over, like if you're gonna put something in the fridge, cheese, anything that isn't, don't put it on anything that's raw meat because you can't wash this in hot water. But you could do cheese or an apple, or I don't have anything that, and then you just put it in there. Use the warmth of your hand, melt the wax a little bit, and put that in the fridge. Put it over a bowl.
Could you put it over a dish? Okay, over a dish. I could see
over a dish. You could wrap up a sandwich this way. Just a great, inexpensive alternative.
That's cool.
And buy wax from your local Bee Hive if you can. We have the Bee Hive here in Huntington.
Yes, we have one local to us
County.
that's not a couple miles away, and we love supporting them. And matter of fact, I need some honey.
They have great honey.
They're having a summer bizarre.
It's really fun.
It cracks me up.
The bizarre.
When is that? Sometime in June?
I think so.
Or
I
July?
think it's June.
1 year it was like 110.
It was, and I went with one of my best friends. We sat there and melted out in the sunshine.
I mean, we walked down there, my husband and I think, and stayed like a minute and left because it was screaming hot.
We did pretty good because we were right next to their homemade sodas. So they had a honey, like a ginger ale, I think, and then one that was close to like a cola or maybe a cherry cola, and they made them with honey. So we were right next to the beverage stand, so we got quite a few views.
And hopefully, most of the time they have outside and indoor vendors, but last time they couldn't do the indoor because of,
I think they were remodeling. Oh, COVID too, yeah.
So I'm hoping that it'll be big again because, you're limited when you can only do one or the other.
The fall one is amazing. It's huge in the fall. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Well, people like to... the summer one's probably going to be real big because people are used to not being able to do anything. And you have a festival, it's like... Watch out.
Get outside.
I got cash. I got some wham. I got some walking around money. And I am ready to go.
Yeah. And they usually do food truck or two. And then live music.
You should have JD's and he's really good. But you said he isn't doing it anymore. So
yeah. I think it's JB's.
Oh, okay.
I think.
JB's.
I think. It's blue. And it's got two knives.
He's got the, he makes a chicken and waffle sandwich.
So good. Chicken and waffles, the ahi tuna tacos.
Those are delicious.
The pretzel crusted, what is it called?
Oh, tenderloin.
Yes. And spring rolls.
Can you tell it's dinner time? We're
starving.
Food.
So my other.
Oh, I saw it.
You saw the back of it. Okay, so we have this beautiful brass mail opening for the front of the door. It was dirty, so I posted on Instagram. We soaked it in the really bad smelling stripper. Ugh, makes your skin crawl. It stinks so bad.
The outside's still bad.
Yes.
It's crusted.
And then scrubbed it, poured boiling water on it. It looked good. So I was like, I'm going to take that home. I have a Dremel and I want to polish it and see what will happen. So this is kind of like what it looks like. And so it's, you can tell it's brass, but it's a little bit dingy.
Yeah.
So I did my first round with Jewelers.
Oh, you have a reveal.
Jeweler's polish, just Jeweler's Rouge. That's just the first round. So I want to go
Holy cow.
That's just the first round. So I went ahead and did a little bit of Googling just to make sure I was using the right polish. So I'm actually going to use...
That is amazing.
I believe it's black diamond.
Because it was painted. It was painted 5 times. Well, and then when we took the paint off, that's still what it looked like.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be gorgeous. See... I love repurposing all of this so we don't have to buy new hardware and...
Because where are you going to find a mail opening that will fit your door?
No, you don't want to be plastic or cheap metal. And this is like...
It's brass.
Sturdy.
So, yeah, I'll be using...
Oh my gosh, you have to show your dad
3 or 4 different polishes. So, usually the Jeweler's Rouge is like a... Kind of like works for all. So, just great general purpose. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh my gosh.
That's the first round.
Now you're going to have to do everything.
Polish all the fixtures. Well, you got me that flex head for the Dremel, so I just hang it up, and then I can get deep into the corners, and yeah, just a cool little thing.
That's really cool.
That's my squirrel.
Wonder if the handles...
I think the plating has come off.
I think that too. They're kind of pitted looking.
Little electroplate. Do you know anybody who electroplate stuff?
Oh, yeah,
put nickel or brass on it. Or if you know how to fix these, because they're just heavy handles and they just need a little bit of love on the outside.
They're pitted, so I think you're right. I think
it's been rubbed off, kind of like statues. If you cast in something and then you put copper over top, over time the copper will rub off.
Oh yeah, think of how many people have opened that door.
Just a couple.
130 years or 40.
I
years.
contacted the Huntington Historical Museum. They're going to find out and see if they know anything else about our building.
Oh, cool.
Because I know it was Metzger's Fine Fashions, so it was a store at one point. So they're going to see.
And in 1909, it was a tin shop.
Tin shop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's what upstairs. We'll have to do a video of the upstairs. They actually, the soldering tables are there, and the water lines are there, and it's very dirty up there, but it's brick, but dirty. And then you can see a chute where they dump that, whatever that black stuff is that's on the wooden floor downstairs. You know, that sticky stuff?
Oh, the tar.
If you look up, there's a chute, like a big funnel.
Yeah.
Where they were like dumping it there and then somehow hauling it out. So I don't know what it is.
Who knows? Yeah, because we were trying to clean out the back room and the wood was sticking to the floor. So
I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, because I'm trying to salvage the wood floor, which I think most of it we can. But back there, I don't know. And I think we're going to do. Plus, you're going to be dyeing stuff back there.
I don't want to ruin the wood floor, but.
I think it's already ruined. But anyway. And then we found a horseshoe was nailed.
Up in the top.
Like the right way, right? So the luck doesn't run out. Isn't that how you
I don't know.
Well,
Let
we've
us know.
digressed a lot. We've talked about a lot of things that have nothing to do with.
They have to do the shop, though. That counts.
So we'll be finishing up the window, the floor and the windows, and then maybe staining them, finishing up the doors.
The inside of the doors.
And framing the walls, and then hopefully we'll get the contractors in the next week or so.
Yes. And we can get in there. So curbside will be available on the shop Mondays from 6 to 7, and then Fridays noon to 2 p.m. So.
And if you want to be a sample knitter,
cross stitch, sample quilter,
or you want to just display your quilt in our window, we're going to do, every month we'll have someone's quilt displayed in our window with your name and the pattern and all that jazz. So let us know, and we'd be happy to work
display your work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.